268. Fifth Ashtapadi, third Pad. The third step of the fifth Ashtapadi. Ashtapadi is of 8 different steps, 8 different pads. We are on the third step of the fifth Ashtapadi. In Gurbani, Maya is also called myth. In Punjabi, we call it a mithya. In English, it's a myth. Myth literally means that it's not true. It's not for 100% sure it's true. And that is how we feel about Maya. Sometimes we are surprised that these things are happening all around the world because these are all transitory. They're not real, they're false. Maharaj is describing the various types of myths. Maharaj is talking about the various types of Maya. They're not like any specific. We call it a Trigun Maya. That Maya has Trigun, Tehi, Guni, Sansar, Pramsutta. Why Maharaj says we are sleeping? Because it's not real. This Maya is not real. That's why our mind thinks it's real, so mind is sleeping. Because when we are sleeping, what we see is dreams. It is actually not happening, but we feel like it is happening. Sometimes the dreams are so strong that we feel like that we are there right now, there. And we forget everything else. That's why Maharaj is saying here, Anik Pant Maya ke het. Het is pyar, love, attachment. There are different forms of Maya. High level we know, Trigun Maya, Rajogun, Tamogun, Satagun. But they keep on changing the forms based on the situation, based on the circumstances, based on your karam. Anik Pant. Pant ki hunda ji? Pant is different types, different kinds. And Maharaj is describing that. And then remember, there are different forms of Maya, and you feel like it's real, but they are all transitory. They will not stay. Just like a traveler traveling, similarly, you meet a lot of people while you're traveling, like in a bus, in a plane, in a train, or wherever. When you meet people, you know they're there only for that journey. After that journey is done, you're no longer going to meet them most of the times. Maharaj says, Anik Pant Maya ke het sar par hovat jaan anet. Can they remember that they are going to perish? This Maya is, because it's not real, it's going to perish. Just like our physical body, just like our friends and family. We get so much involved. Just take an example of watching a movie. When you're watching a movie, you are so much inside the movie. ਖੁੱਭ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਫਿਲਮ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪਾਂ ਖੁੱਭ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ ਤੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਖੁੱਭ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ and we feel like that this is real. The movie which is happening, there is a hero, there is a heroine, there is a villain. They are all real. It seems like. ਉਹ ਅਸਲੀ ਹੈ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਝ ਚੱਲ ਰਿਹਾ and we get involved in their sukh and dukh, in their happiness and pain, and we feel like, oh, why this person is dukhi, but it's all a movie going on. During the last time, when the end of this lifetime will come, we will have a life review. Life review ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਜੀ? ਜੋ ਕੁਝ ਵੀ ਹੋਇਆ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ, whatever has happened with you from the time you were born, even the things which you have forgotten already, they're going to come in front of you. ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਆਣਾ, ਉਹਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ life review. Your whole life is going to be reviewed in front of you. So Maharaj says ਕਿ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਜਾਣ ਲਓ, remember that whatever is going to happen is not going to stay with you. They are all naswant. They are all going to perish. They are anet. Sar par hovat Jan anek. They are happening to you, but they are not real. So difficult. Birk ki chaya. Now Maharaj is giving example, a shade of a tree. Birk ki chaya syo rang lave. When we are, feeling so heat and all, and let's say there's a sunny day and you're sweating and all that stuff, you're just looking for a shade. Then what will happen? We'll go under the tree to get a shade, and you feel good about that. Birk ki chaya syo rang lave, o binse o man pachutave. But remember that they are not going to be permanent again. Jis tarah the shade, the tree is, maybe today the tree is there. So in Tracy, we have lot of almond trees, or I should say, we used to have a lot of almond trees. We still have, but where I live right now, it used to be almond tree farms. Now they removed all the almond trees because they have a lifespan like 20-25 years. So they have an option either to replant those trees, or they're going to sell those land because the land is very expensive now in Bay Area, and they can build houses there. So Maharaj says they will perish one day, and you will think, oh, there used to be trees there. Where did they go? Oh, binase, oh man pachitave. And then man vich aanda hai yaar, where all these trees went? What happened? Sade man nu lagdiyan cheezaं because we were attached. The point here is, anything you connect and you are expecting things, or you like it in this world, any materialistic thing, they will go away, and ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਮਨ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਵਾ ਨਾ ਉਹ ਪਛਤਾਉਂਦਾ ਹੈ. It will go in regret. What happened? What happened? So Maharaj now is giving us a message here. जो दिसै सो चालनहार, लपट रहे हो तै अंध अंधार. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ whatever you see is going to perish. Whatever, ਜੋ ਵੀ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਦਿਸਦਾ, whatever you are seeing from your eyes, it's everything is going to perish. Maybe even your friends and family, this physical body. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਸਮਝ ਲੈ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਲਪਟ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ. Why you're clinging to it, to your relationships, to the things, small things. Sometimes you will see people collecting things, and you ask them, do you need them? Or even you don't even have to look into others, just look into your home. You're collecting few things, some paperwork. Oh, pata nahi kadon sanu load pੈ jawe, maybe we'll need someday, but you never need them. You have not even touched them from years. But why? Because you're clinging towards them, you're attached to it. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਲਪਟ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਤੇ ਅੰਧ ਅੰਧਾਰ. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ you are blind, you are foolish, because all these things are going to perish. You're clinging to them blindly. Batau seo jo lave ne. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ while you're traveling, just like we gave an example earlier, while you are traveling, and sometimes the person sitting next to you, you start talking with them, and you feel like, oh man, our interests match and everything is good. You like the talk and everything, but then the destination comes, that person goes somewhere else, you go somewhere else. And it is the same thing. When you are connecting when you're collecting or connecting or attached with the things in this world, remember, they are going to pass. They are not permanent. Don't cling to it. Batao seo jo lave ne is pyar. Just like you have fallen in love with a traveler, or they're with their thoughts, with the talk. Tako haath na aave ke. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਹੱਥ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੁਝ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਉਣਾ. Nothing is going to come in with you. Meaning, when the last time is going to come, what is going to happen? Everything is going to stay here. You are not going to bring anything with you. Now, my question is, what will go with me? We already know the answer, but Maharaj keeps on giving us the reminder. Man har ke naam ki preet sukhdayi. Very important. Sometimes we get busy, like doing something in a routine. हाँ मैं हुन नाम जपना है, मैं बाणी पढ़नी है, and you do morning, evening, I have to do this, Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru. It becomes artificial. There's no love in it. Maharaj says, only thing which is going to go with you is the naam, but you should have a preet with the naam. Pyar. Devotion should be there. Pavana. You might know many juktis, many techniques, but if the pavana is not there, then all juktis are failed. They are not, or they are of no use. All the techniques are of no use if the love is not there. Man har ke naam ki preet sukhdayi. You will get happiness if there is a preet for Vaheguru. That's why Maharaj keeps on reminding us, अंदर सच्चा नेहो लाया प्रीतम आपने, मन हर के नाम की प्रीत सुखदाई. So when you are doing Gurbani Vichar also, listening to the Gurbani, see if you are understanding not from just academic purposes, not just to understand the thing, not just to gain a wisdom. The true wisdom is when you will have love for something, and then you will never forget that wisdom. कभी भी नहीं भूलोगे. But that will happen only with the kirpa of Vaheguru. Kar kirpa नानक आप ले लाई. कहते मेरे वास नहीं प्यार करना, but we have to surrender so that we can have the love for the naam, love for Vaheguru. Because everything is a myth. What is the myth? What is the Maya? Mithya tan. This physical body is also the mithya. The money is also the mithya. It's a Maya, myth. Kutumb sabaya. Family is a myth. एक कुटुंब तुझे देखदा चले नहीं तेरे नाले, साथ तेरे चले नहीं तिस नाल क्यों चित लाइए. Why you are so much into love with your family? Love means different. Attachment means different. We are actually attached to our family rather than loving it. Loving is that you see Vaheguru in everybody. प्यार का मतलब क्या होता है? ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਰਗੁਣ ਸਰੂਪ ਦੇਖ ਰਹੇ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦਾ. We are looking into the Vaheguru inside them and we are doing the duties. That is what we should do. But instead of that, we start expecting things from our family. Then my wife will do this thing for me. My husband will do this thing to me. My kids will do this thing to me. That's not a love. That's an attachment. And we all have to understand that. And when we will have that sort of an attachment, Maharaj says, it's a myth. Sometimes you will get it, you will be happy. When you don't get it, you will be sad. This body, physical body, is a myth. It's not real. The money which you're collecting is a myth. Mithya tan kutumb sabaya. All of these relationships also, sara kuchi, everything is going to perish. Mithya, home, mamata, maya. Three things. Home, mamata, maya. Home as in your ego. Because everything which we do out of ego. Mera hai, meri cheez hai. Mera sharir hai, mera paisa hai. My life is, this is my privacy. My. Mamta is, oh, I own this thing. Possessiveness. Mamta kinu kende? Possessiveness. I own this thing. It belongs to me. Nobody has, this is my life. This is my vehicle, my car, my motorbike, my dog, everything my. I own it. A sense of ownership where we have. And the Maharaj says, Home, Mamta, Maya. They all are everything. Maya is everything. We already know. It says everything is a Maya. Mithya, Raj, Joban, Tan, Mal. The power, the youth, the money, the wealth, and all the mal is sara kuch hai in the mal, all the property. And this is all mithya, because this is all going to perish. Mithya, Kam, Krodh, Bikral. Guru Pyare was doing the katha, and yesterday I was in the Gurdwara, and he said beautiful thing. And he said, even when you are going to do something which you know is a wrong, let's say you are going to indulge in some wrong or a lustful sexual relationship, you will put total focus in that. Pura dhyan. Kende maadi cheez karan vaste bhi, even to indulge in vices also, you have to fully focus in it. And that's what we are doing. We are putting all the dhyan in something which is not real. Kam, Krodh, Bikral, all the vices. They're not real. We get angry with somebody. It's not real. Oh, hai. I still remember this from Gurmukh Pyara. Few years back, I met him and he said, very good thing. And somebody was asking him, why don't you get angry? He said, I know, this is not real. If somebody is angry with me, somebody is abusing me, it's not real. It's not happening actually. It's false. It's fake. It's all myth. Mithya, Kam, Krodh, Bikral. Mithya, Rath, Hasti, Asv, Bastra. Rath, in the old times, just like we have cars now, they used to have chariots. The kings used to have chariots and all. Hasti is elephant. Asv is horse. Bastar is the clothes. All the clothes which we buy, all the vehicles which we have in this day and age, different cars and all those things. And I said, it's all the myth. It's all the myth. Don't have it, cherish them, but don't get attached with them. The old, Bulle Shah said beautiful thing. Bulle Shah was Bullea ਰੱਬ ਦਾ ਕੀ ਪਾਉਣਾ ਇੱਥੋਂ ਪੁੱਟਣਾ ਤੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਲਾਉਣਾ. What does that mean? ਕਹਿੰਦੇ it's very easy to meet Vaheguru. You just have to change the focus. We just have to distract ourselves from the Maya or put our focus away from the Maya, and that's where we will meet Vaheguru. Live Tat. There are two ways. One path is of live, one is of Tat. It will keep on focusing on the Maya or the things which we have. And where we put the focus, just ask ourselves, what is the highest form of devotion, highest form of wisdom? It's a devotion, basically. Bhavana jinu kende, pyar. When the pyar will be there, then the wisdom which we read from the Gurbani, which we learn from the Sangat, we can only attain that wisdom if the devotion will be there, if the love will be there. What kind of a love is this? That in the morning and in the evening we say, Vaheguru, 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 1 hour, 2 hours. Oh, we have done it for 1 hour, it's done, it's good enough. If you love something, you will be doing it for whole day. That's why Maharaj says, Anandin naam tyaye, day and night. Maharaj is not saying that keep on sitting there and say, Vaheguru, 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 you'll get bored. Right? The idea is the love should be there. Pyar should be there. When you take a bath, when you're eating, when you're sleeping, with your eyes open, when you're doing any work. The same thing Baba Namdev ji told Tirlochan ji. Name kaha Tirlochano mukte naam samal haath paun kar kaam sab cheet niranjan naal. That by Namdev ji told Tirlochan ji, there's a story, we have discussed about that story multiple times. He said that it is essential because we have got this physical body, although it's a myth, but we have to survive. So keep on working, and also remember Vaheguru, 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 with your eyes open. Vaheguru, Vaheguru, Vaheguru. Techniques are important, but the techniques have no meaning, jugtis have no meaning if we don't do out of the devotion, out of the love. Mithya, Rath, Hasti, Asv, Bastra, all these things, all these data, the gifts which are given to us by Vaheguru, Maharaj is saying, use it and remember that they're not going to go with you, but use it, cherish them in your physical body, and that's it. But if you will be attached with them, that you will say, I cannot live without it, then what you're going to do? Then you're going to be sad. Mithya rang sang maya pek hasta. Everything is rang sang maya pek hasta. All the rang of maya. Rang, whenever the word rang is there, rang is a love. Color, rang literal meaning is color. The color of maya, the love for the maya, it's all fake. It's not real. कहते जो भी तू देखता है, रंग संग पेक हंसता. Whatever you are, when you're laughing, when you're crying, when you're everything you're doing, it's all myth, mithya. Mithya tro mo abhiman, attachment, then your arrogance, the deception. Somebody sometimes will say, oh, that person, that person deceived me. I did so much for that person. I did so much for my friend. I helped my friend a lot. I helped my family member a lot. But then they showed their back when my time came. Why you were expecting at the first place? Why we expect? Because we are attached. Do the seva. I remember again a story of Bhai Veer Singh. Somebody, some Gurmukh Pyara sent him a letter, and he said that there was a person, he was a very poor person, a child, very poor child, and from his childhood till his graduation, बचपन तो लेके उदे वड्डे होने तक, all the money he spent for his education, for his food, for his shelter, कहना मैं सारा कुछ किया without any thing in my mind. I helped him a lot. But when he got a job and all, he stopped calling me. And I'm feeling so sad. I feel like I should not be helping anybody. And Bhai Veer Singh replied to him. He said, that's your problem. You were doing a good karam, but you were expecting something out of it because you were attached. You thought that you are helping that person, and in response, that person will also help you. Can they keep on doing your duties? And that wisdom will only come when we will connect with the Shabad. That's why the utmost wisdom will come when the Dhyan will be there. That's why this marg, this path is of Gyan and Dhyan. Gyan tayo come on that. The wisdom will only work when you have a focus for Vaheguru. But if we are focusing on the Maya and expecting things, no, the Gyan will also not work there. It will not, because we don't have a real Gyan. We will forget that Maharaj is teaching us that. And you have to be Sattoguni. Only person who can do the good karams is if they have Naam with them. The good karams cannot be done without the Naam also. It's all mithya otherwise. Mithya tro mo abhiman. Mithya apas upar kart kuman. Mere to jada kisi nu nahi pata. I'm the best. I know everything. Nobody knows better than me. I says it's a myth. That's a myth. Vaheguru ji is saying it's a myth. Mithya apas upar karat guman. Asthir pagat sad ki sharan. And the only thing which is not a myth is the Bhakti. Gurmukh Bhagat Jit Sahaj Tun Upje. When we start listening to the Shabad, then the Bhakti starts, then the devotional worship starts. Then we start doing the Bhakti. Can they only the Bhakti is asthir, only Vaheguru is asthir, which will not perish. God will not perish, rest everything will perish. Shabad will not perish, rest everything will perish. Utpat parlo shabde hoye. The creation came through the Shabad, everything will perish through the Shabad. And people say, oh, this is happening, that is happening. Nothing is going to happen. When Vaiguruji wants, everything can happen in an instance. But astrologers or all these Gyanis, they don't know. Life will keep on changing. There's one thing which is going to remain constant, which is change. Change is the only constant. Asthir Pagat Sadkishan. The thing which is going to be steady is the Pagati of Vaiguru. We have to come in the sanctuary of Sachi Sangat, of Vaiguru, because that's where Vaiguruji exists. Nanak, and how the Bhakti starts, how the devotional worship starts. Nanak Jap, Jap, Jap has a Syari, through the Jap. Jap, Jap Jiva Har ke Charan. What is the feet of Vaiguru? Maharaj de Charan ki hai ji? Naam. Jado japange, Naam nu japange, then only we will understand the Mithya. And then what else is Mithya? And then when you listen to the Nindya Chugli, gossiping and slander, you're wasting your time. We are wasting our time. Mithya, Sarvan par Ninda Sune. Sarvan is ears. When we listen to the gossiping and slandering for others, that's a Mithya. That's a myth. Mithya, Hast par Darab ko hire. When Darab hunda ji, jadon when we steal things, ਕਿਸੇ ਦੂਸਰੇ ਦੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਆਪਾਂ, like money, when we steal ਆਪਣੇ ਹੱਥਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ, ਹਿਰੇ means when we are stealing it. So for example, if somebody has a lot of money or somebody has a lot of property and we say, oh, maybe I have a way to steal that from that person, I can dupe that person, I can deceive that person. That's a mithya. You might be able to be even successful to do the corruption, but it's all mithya. It's all a myth. Hathanal kiti, with your hands, hast, but it's all a myth. Mithya netar pekhat partriya rupad. And then when you see the beauty through your eyes of partriya, other than your wife, other than your spouse, फिर ਜਦੋਂ ਤੂੰ ਉਹ ਕਹੇ ਵੇਖਦਾ, that's a mithya. You feel, oh wow, but that's a myth. You're looking from your eyes. Mithya rasna bhojan answar. Oh, this food is so tasty, I'm loving it. That's also a myth. Rasna, tongue. Mithya charan par vikar ko tave. We run to do the vikars, to basically indulge in vices, evil things. We run to do the evil things. Charan, through the feet, meaning running. We run on doing some vikars. That's also a myth. You might have a small portion of your time, you say, oh, this is beautiful, this is good, I liked it. But Maharaj says it's not going to stay. That's why it's a mithya. ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੂਜੇ ਦਾ ਨੁਕਸਾਨ ਵੀ ਕਰੋ, it's a myth. We are not going to get anything out of it. Mithya, but what are you doing actually? You're collecting the bad karams. Mithya man par lobh lubhave. Greed is also a mithya. When the greed comes in our mind, that's also a myth. Mithya tan nahi par upkara. When we are not using ourselves in helping others. If we are helping others, that's a good karam. But if we are not using it, it's all a myth otherwise. You know, somebody needs a money, somebody needs a food, and you can help them, but still you're not helping. Then Maya says you are indulging in Maya, you don't care about, because if you're helping the homeless, you're helping the poor, it's not you who is helping, It's Vaheguruji is enabling you to help. But if we don't have that wisdom, if we don't do Simran, if we're not connecting with Vaheguru, then we can't help also. Everything else which we'll do is a mithya. Mithya, bas, let, bikara. And they, through your nose also, when you smell something, and when you use your indriya also, your senses also, all these 9 doors Maharaj is talking about, when you use them for doing some corruption, and you think you are enjoying it, but it's all a myth. Bin bujay, without the wisdom. Mithya sab pe. We don't have a wisdom of Gurbani Guru, wisdom of Guru. We are doing everything in myth, in Maya. Bin bujay, mithya sab pe. Safal de, Nanak har har naam le. That's why Maharaj says, simar simar har karan karna. Whatever we do, when we remember, so this is a great technique which we all should do. The moment we get up, with your open eyes, start doing Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru. You're taking a bath, doing Vaheguru, Vaheguru, Vaheguru. Brushing your teeth, you're doing Vaheguru, Vaheguru, Vaheguru. With your open eyes. You are going to the bathroom, doing Vaheguru, Vaheguru. You're washing yourself, cleaning yourself, Vaheguru, Vaheguru. Till the time you're getting ready. Now you're driving to the, even if you didn't got a time to actually sit and do the Simran, if you keep on doing it, that's very, very important. Very, very important. Then when you get a time to sit and then you sit and do it, you'll be connected. You'll connect. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਤਾਂ ਤੇਰੀ ਇਹ ਦੇਹੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਸਫਲ ਹੋਏਗੀ ਬਿਨ ਬੂਝੇ, because otherwise in the ignorance we are doing everything. We are doing Simran also in ignorance. Bin bujhe mithya sab paye safal de nanak har har naam de. All the time, not just in the morning and the evening. With your open eyes also you can do. While working also remembering. While walking, while talking, while sleeping. फिर प्यार आएगा. When the प्यार will come, जिन प्रेम कियो, then he prap आयो. आओ जी. वाह, tummy in, listen to your voice. Guru, tummy out, listen to your voice. वाह, Guru, वाह, Guru, वाह, Guru, गुरु प्यारो सेवा कर लो. वाह, Guru, वाह, Guru, वाह, Guru, वाह, Guru, वाह,
Guru, 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 niru, oa, 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 niru bhava 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 niru 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 अंतर्गत मन ही बोले मन ही सुने। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਹਮ ਅਵਗੁਣ ਪਰੇ ਏਕ ਗੁਣ ਨਾਹੀ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਛਾੜ ਬਿਖੈ ਬਿਖ ਖਾਈ, ਮਾਇਆ ਮੋਹ ਪਰਮ ਪੈ ਭੂਲੈ, ਸੁਤ ਦਾ ਰਾਸਿਓ ਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਲਗਾਈ। ਇਕ ਉੱਤਮ ਪੰਥ ਸੁਨਿਓ ਗੁਰ ਸੰਗਤ, ਤਹ ਮਿਲੰਜਮ ਤਰਾਸ ਮਿਟਾਈ। ਇਕ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਪਾਠ ਕੀਰਤ ਕੀ, ਗੁਰੂ ਰਾਮਦਾਸ ਰਾਖੋ ਸਰਨਾਈ। ਇਕ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਪਾਠ ਕੀਰਤ ਕੀ, ਗੁਰੂ ਰਾਮਦਾਸ ਰਾਖੋ ਸਰਨਾਈ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ।